Hello there. Yesterday I started with my, what can we call it, encode, decode, or a cipher program. I first made an encode program code, and then I made a decode code to decode my encode. Today I had to continue with that project, and I combined those two functions, the encode and the decode, into one. So first, I just removed it. Maybe I should just bring up the old one. Where is it? My replis. Start one. Okay. Come on. Okay. First I had two functions. Encrypt one and the decrypt one and a decoding one. And I made some if and else statements, so if I wanted to encode, it may run this program, and if okay, well, let's start here. If I wrote in this input that I wanted to encode, if statement ran the encrypt function. And if I instead wrote decode, it ran the decoding function. And then I had some additional parts which actually wasn't necessary, but if I wanted to instantly decode my encode message for fun, I guess, I made a statement for that too. So the challenge now was to combine these two. So first I just made was super easy. I just combined them. If and an else statement instead of two functions. Very simple, very easy. So the if statement is if I wrote encode, then it would do the encode function and else. And then I also had the decode thing. It wasn't necessary, but I think it's a fun thing. So maybe I should just start this here. Okay, so text shift direction. So let's run this. I want to encode. I type new message. Hello. And the Hanamatra, I want to move it by one. Works fine. Then I type Y if I want to decode it, and it goes back. I can run it again. And I want to decode. We can do B, C, D, E, and get it back to A, B, C, D. Bam. And some little flavor text. This one wasn't that hard, but then I look at my teacher and I saw how I could improve this function or make it cleaner. I could actually combine the decode and encode functions into one. So instead, so the difference here is that I made this, how this works is that it's the end text, it's the same structure, almost exact same. The difference is if direction equals decode, then I make so the shift value is a negative. So this one, if I write type key decode, it will be a negative it would be position minus the value instead of position plus the shift value I type in. So that's just the difference. And then I had a decode thing, which wasn't necessary after my encode statement. And then I had a simple if and else statement. So that was nice and dandy. It's didn't think of this, and it's pretty obvious and a nice solution. But my final challenge was to just make it more clean and nice and work in a better way. So here it's the same same function. I just skipped the do you want to decode right after your encode, because she didn't want me to have it in the program and just do a restart of the program. So it's the same one, except a small difference we will talk about later with this one. I wanted to import an art logo. So let's start a program. So when you start it, you want to have the cool art. So I imported the art before. And now I wanted to make a while loop that restarted each time, or it should ask a question, do you want to restart the Cypher program? This one. So I made that while loop just continued and continued until I made it false, true. So if I typed in n after the program, so let's just run it. Cypher. I want to encode. I want to type a message. Hello. And shift number 1. Do I want to restart the Cypher program? Yes. And then I can do it once again. I want to decode. I can take AFMMP. And it goes. I type the shift number 1. And it's hello again. And then I type no because I don't want to do it again. But I also made some additional changes. Before this, none of my previous codes could have spaces and numbers or symbols or anything, because well, they are not in this alphabet list. So to fix that, if I just added this small little thing here. For every character in my starting text, let's say hello. Oh, let's type encode, and I want to type my message. Hello, I'm thingy 54. So now it will go through all of the items in this text. So first we'll go hello, hello exists, E exists, L, O exists. But then it's the space, so it doesn't exist. So here, char is not in alphabet, that character, or symbol, what you call it. So it will just add it. And then I, that else, is of course an alphabet, and it will add that. It's just a simple solution, really nice. I also had a problem with my printing. It would just go on and go on and go on, this statement here. So I just returned the end text out of the function so I could print it here without any problem. But yeah, that's it. That's what I did. Then also started to work on, let's see here. List and dictionaries. So how they work basically wasn't that advanced. So tomorrow I will probably make a few projects and show them off. So that's about it. And I also learned a hell of a lot about Linux, because that was needed, about the LS and all that stuff. This is mostly this what do you call it? This daily vlog is mostly now about my Python. So yeah, thank you for listening. Have a good day.